good poke, you have good disengage. The only thing you're lacking is actual hard engage, right? So if you fall behind and say your Jace isn't in the game, your Jax is set behind as well, then I think you're really going to struggle because either you come after Fiora or Umti is going to be able to take complete control of the jungle. But outside of that...
Onto the Rift, says Bro. We'll see how it goes as we jump onto the Rift for game 1. And Krako, I mean, there's no real reason for him to leave because the top side of your jungle basically doesn't exist sometimes in this meta, where the bottom lane is just so important. So you're trying to get prio there. As speaking of which, Henna's going forward. He's getting really aggressive. Flashes right on top of Duck Dom. As does he have enough damage? Yes, he does. Henna just gonna dunk on the bottom lane of DRX.
And that's a really big moment there for the Bree on bot lane, able to find the all-in potential. Not out of the woods yet as Bro, because you know you're still playing into a Lucian with Dirk. He's still playing into a Elise, but these type of moments do really help. As Morgan gonna get ganged up on here.
Yeah, he doesn't have level 6. He's just gonna ghost and try to run away, but he gets flashed on. Very nice riposte, but the slow here from the Jace and the flash from Fate will seal his fate. And Rascal is going to pick up that kill. The only issue is now that if you do commit so hard to the top side, your bottom side is just gone. So this will be a lot given over to Henna. A little bit of a trade opted into here by DRX.
Fate spots Umti.
Oh, the flash. Fate doesn't have flash anymore because he used it in the top lane gank. As the damage should come out here. He lived for quite a long time. That's going to be Karis cosplaying as Jace, of course. And the Silas, once it gets ahead, you get that early rod. And then all of a sudden, like in the mid game, you were just unkillable. So I think it's very important that he gets some wins, as now on the bottom side, look at the timing on their flashes. They both don't have it, as that's going to be the kill onto the Nami. Can they get more? Umti's trying to take this one up, and he will do it perfectly. A double kill for Anna, who is now 3-0 on the Zeri in the face. And that kind of missed, but maybe he was predicting the flash. You don't know, as Henna's coming forward. Now he's just going to assassinate the Nami. He's like, yeah, cool lane you got there. I've heard of Lucian Nami. Kind of oversteps there just a little bit, as Duckdom will get behind the turret, but either way, as now we have more action in the top side.
Oh, Fate does have TP, but can only TP to the turret.
Yeah, Karis is coming on up as Umti is eating so much of this damage. Rascal incredibly strong, though. As can they even kill this? Jax, I'm not so sure. The grand challenge goes off, but it doesn't matter, as Rascal is unkillable. They really underestimated how strong Rascal is right after that item spike, and that is going to be massive for DRX, as now chasing Karis down the lane. Krako not quite able to hit anything. No cocoon available, so
such a tilter.
Gets away.
Bro, we're hard stomping this game.
Whereas Bro are just looking to wait out until their Zeri gets even more fed. As a nice little cocoon, this is the possibility. Down goes the Maokai. I mean, he's decently tanky, but still the amount of burst damage and poke that DRX have can amount to a dead tree.
Do need some people. I do like just sending Rascal over here by himself is the best call that you can make. He has teleport, so if they do actually hard commit, well, just go in, and looks like that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, they're going to commit to it. They had Fiora on the top side too, so Morgan can just join this pretty easily. That looks like a pretty large shock blast, even though we didn't quite get to see it with the vision.
Flip this into an Elise.
Any flippers as Krako's looking for it? He's not going to get it, actually. That was looking pretty good on the timing, but down he will go. As at least Rascal got the Hex Tech Drake, but Bro in a fantastic spot now. Henna, again, still actually quite tanky with the builds he has gone for. As here's the tidal wave, it's actually only going to hit the Lulu, and the follow-up tidal wave, even better, as Beryl is totally zoned and immediately taken out. Henna now 6-0. Here's the TP. They're trying to get in this. Henna going 1v3, maybe a little bit too far ahead, as he's going to take out 2 people, and the TP doesn't do enough.
That's going to be it.
Rascal goes down. Karis able to buy time with the Zonyas, and Henna, my God. This guy is on a rampage today. 7-0-2, he just flashes into 3 people, says, yep, I have enough lifesteal, I will take them down. And this will be game number 1, going into the hands of Freon, as Karis does dive the fountain. Very nicely done. He got so much attention, he hit level 17, and yet there was still no split push angle here for DRX. fight that we do have here is Morgan will just go back on the Fiora. He says, well, if you want to play Jax, be my guest.
Yeah, you can't really go... Okay, I was about to say, you can't really go for the cannon, which is a matchup that we have seen more into the Fiora. Can go AD cannon, which actually would work well with the team comp, but you do need to have that specifically in your arsenal. Instead, it's going to be the Jace.
Guys, let's hop onto the rift for game number 2.
Yeah, don't
Eventually follow up on this one. As here we go, flashing on in his effort. They're just going to W him down. They don't even wait for the deadly flourish. They're like, nope, we'll just make this incredibly straightforward. And that they do. And guess what? Hannah has another kill, another first blood in game 2. Looking for potential play on the top side, but especially because Morgan comes in and just spots him. He's like, oh, I just have to play this extremely passively. He could have potentially got dove, but Jace isn't best of that. His effort is... And at least Umpty was able to clear that one ward, but I don't think he's going to be able to clear his own red buff.
No, Croco has flash as well, so you really need to respect Umpty's still sitting on only Hex Flash.
He's got effort in his back pocket.
I think you should contest this. I think just let him have the red buff.
Okay, the Cocoon is going to hit the Karma, though, as Umpty really desperately wants this red buff. And he might just get it. It's going to be quick. It's going to be close, but Croco gets it in the end. As Chains of Corruption will sail wide. There's a trade in mid lane as well. Fate stealing that Akali ultimate.
Hey!
Here comes Morgan. He's got Ghost. Rascal might be forced to flash here. There it is. Can he get away, though? As a grand challenge. I'm going to slow him down a little bit, but Rascal will get away, but loses his flash.
Level 4 is Barrel. He's waiting and hoping that someone walks by.
Hey. Just upgraded his thingy, as now Barrel is seen. There is a ward here. Thought he was safe because there was a control ward, but there was not. And so Barrel's dead. And now Croco's in a lot of trouble, as look at Karis just running him down, has to flash repel, as that is not what you want to be doing right now if you are in DRX's position.
Going to try and accelerate the Sylas a little bit. Do have the punish coming through. Remember, Rascal, no flash.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. I mean, there's no way to get away from this one. He's just running the opposite way, just trying to clear minions. He knows he's pretty much gone. As the riposte comes in, and they will feed that kill over to Morgan, who has been handling this top lane very, very well. Keep in mind, he was the one who forced Rascal to use his flash early. I'm not sure about this. At least Barrel's level 6. I will say that. He might just die before he gets to use it. There it is, the super turret, but he is going to go down. As they do just kind of get caught out. Not sure about that decision, as the Shuriken is on the Duck Dom, and Karis is just going to assassinate him. DRX kind of running around without heads is... Okay, that's going to be a big amount of damage, as Rascal finally able to bring the team together with one big shot blast, and that will be a big turnaround as Bro overstay, and DRX will take the Drake. Just with Sylas in this current state and the way that Rod of Ages is, he can kind of just throw his body in and be a huge impact on some of these team fights. He's level 11 Sylas with a Rod of Ages 2-0 and 2. So I'm kind of looking for him. I mean, he's so much more tanky than Umpty, who's supposed to be the frontliner here for the side of Brionne. As now Karis looking to join up from the mid side, a 5v5 here as the Nature's Grasp comes through. They're going to kill Barrel again, but this time DRX might have a pretty good team fight as Umpty is in there deep, and Karis gets in, takes the eye, but can he get out is the question. Has a nice amount of damage, but the chains will hit, and Fate picks up yet another kill.
Barrel got the double! Maybe it's both.
We just can't understand the beauty of the play. It's just beyond our understanding, our comprehension.
I don't know if beauty is the right phrasing, but I'll allow it. It's Umpty. They got a wolf in here.
Yeah, he is very tanky, but not tanky enough, and he will be left to the Wolves, as now tons of damage onto effort. He is free as well. DRX do set it up very nicely around the Baron. And now it definitely should be theirs. No objective for Bro to trade for either. I mean, as a team.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's going to be just mad. Well, he won't be now because he's a contrarian. So we're saying he's going to be mad, so he's probably going to...
Yeah. Oh, little snipe action. Nice try there on the last one. And the fourth one will take down Barrel. But as we have seen in this game, that doesn't matter. Don't need your Heimerdinger. You still have 4 members. And you do have the Baron buff here.
TP flank. I don't
TP flank. Will it work?
Oh.
That's why I'm kind of holding my breath. But Fate is going to be left alone as he is a raid boss. Nobody can handle Fate right now. look at how tanky he is. Like, even Morgan comes in, he immediately loses his entire health bar. And it's like, okay. And yeah, now Morgan's dead. This game is over. 26 minutes in, the Infernal Soul will come forward. I wish I could say I did not expect it, but we were a little bit suspicious about this draft, and DRX were able to pilot this to a victory, even though some of those early fights were a little bit shaky. As we will have this last fight up D, somebody has to go forward, but again, Infernal Soul is a big issue, as Fate is, he opens up, and then he closes up shop, and that's the end.
I was about to say, they're really unleashing some pent-up frustrations here.
And I feel like the biggest issue for me was also the fact that Fate was just able to get a free Silas again. Like, that's going to be him picking up another win onto the Silas, gets another win into the Akali. Just unkillable. So the Jace is going to be locked in here for Rascal once again, as he knows what he's playing against in the top lane.
Please.
I think this is a pretty good spot to go for it, actually.
No, I actually quite like it. Really wouldn't mind the AP Twitch support. We have heard the rumors.
Do it. No, okay. Oh, okay.
Barrel. I don't know about that one, Barrel.
Twitch is better, I think, in this case.
There we go.
There we go. So, it's happening.
In it comes. Twitch support making its debut effort. Picks up his trusty Nautilus.
Guys, we're jumping out of the rift for game 3.
Should just make sure that they keep track of Umti. And as long as, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Starting early.
Beryl is, he is stealth. He is going to have to flash to get away from that one.
Yep, that's peak Barrel. So I hope you enjoy 1v2 laning, Dom, because...
Top lane gank?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Morgan's like, wait, I just wanted to play a normal game of League of Legends. What is going on here?
Your lane. It's not happening.
Yeah, definitely at least don't take that angle.
Once you get a couple of stacks onto your passive and you're able to go in for the E and completely eradicate people, you're going to feel very good. As obviously it's a Cassidy by himself into an AP lane, so Beryl says no, you are not alone. As Umti again.
Who needs Flash anyway? I don't use Flash in my games because I'm a Giga Chad. Here we go, Umti's in the top lane. And he's just going to repel on top of Rascal, which gives him a very nice angle to just flash away. Not sure about that one, but...
Yeah, that's a tough flash to hit there. Yeah. Nicely done. Dom.
They might just run into each other here. Where is Beryl? He's probably in the lane, I guess. As, yeah, trying to set this up. Jonas Strong keeping it a secret for now. As now Effort's like, oh god, everybody's here. He's going to have to flash over the wall. As you see, Duck Dom was leaning forward, but they're not going to have an arrow available, and Effort will survive. And yeah, we kind of just traded objectives. Krako's going to look to drop this mid, it looks like. And everybody's here. All 5 members of DRX are in the mid lane. Just a straight up A-round. As in goes Effort. He's going to get the engage. He is, in fact, made of paper, as Fate is burning down. That Ignite is getting him pretty low. As Cassidy picks up the first kill, and Zeri gets the second. Could not be going worse for DRX, who opted into this fight. This is going to be an ace and a certified Zeri moment, as she picks up the 3-0. And bro, just roll over them.
Now... I think you just lose. You might not,
I mean,
but I think
you might be right. You might be right. Beryl does not have flash. I think he's just dead. Yeah, he's going to be slowed down. Henna picks up another free kill. And this is the issue. You can't run away from them. This is why Zeri moments are a thing. Part of the reason, a small part of the reason, is because her mobility is so high. So if she starts winning a fight, it's like a snowball and a champion. You just can't get away from her. Everybody's running away. She's chasing you down, getting free kills. That play is not it. I think that...
you got to try something. Right?
Maybe you can try to do that to try to break down the turret. Like, that could be an angle. As we do have the ult here onto Fate. He does have flash at this moment in time, but Beryl just died. Yeah, you're not very tanky as AP Twitch. Surprise of nobody. As in goes Henna once again. The chains are going to land, and Henna does not have cleanse. but Umpty's really, really, really fast. So that will force the flash there out of Duck Dom, but that's still a free mid-turret at this point in the game, and Karus is getting a free turret in bot. They still have a second Rift Herald that's going to be thrown into mid. I think that Barrel's impact on the lane was pretty nice.
And it was okay, but I think Bro actually played... They played very respectful, and then they took one fight, got clean ace, and then the game was over. Oh, Rascal's dead.
Yeah.
Unless?
He's like trying to go in on this. He's got damage, but... yeah, I think it's just a little bit of helplessness from him too. You know, maybe just a bit of tilt, because at this point he knows too. He's like, well, what else am I gonna do? Like, even if I live, it doesn't matter. So here we go over the wall. Nice play from Effort, as Barrow will be caught out. Pretty quick on that one. They are able to match the Cassante in the side lane with a Rise. When are we gonna get top Rise into Cassante back? Is that ever gonna be a thing?
Okay, it all starts with Doctom and Croco getting a steal here, right? Oh, no, Doctom's dead.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's just dead. Nice play here from Effort once again. Again, looking very confident from very far ahead. There's a little zap over the wall. We do not know. Okay, well, now we do. Where the Sejuani is, Croco does not have any vision, so of course he comes in a little bit early, not knowing exactly where the health of the Baron is at. Looks a little bit silly, but not to be helped, as that will be the Baron here, 24 minutes to the side of Bro. That's a kind of narrative point that we will continue to make, as DRX will not find any luck in this one. To be continued, I suppose, for them, because Bro are just rolling over them, as is to be expected. Level 17 is Karus, 25 minutes into the game, and Bro, it doesn't look like they're gonna let them hurt any longer. Might just put them out of their misery with this Baron buff. Karus level 18 now. This game, slow and steady, is Brion, as they will get the push into the back line, as they are going straight into Barrel. A massive walk comes in from the side of Karus, and that should do it. Henna is gonna die. And at the end of the day, we do have Duckdom trying to hold on by himself here against Umpty, but there are just way too many minions, way too much pressure onto this Nexus, and it looks like that'll do it. Fate with his head in his hands, not the best feel if you are a DRX fan, of course, as this was an Omega Stomp in game number 3.
A lot of damage from Karus and Henna here.
I'm looking forward to hearing what the space has to say about this game, because, you know, we're the casters, we can talk, we can make jokes. Those guys, they gotta break it down, they gotta analyze it, they gotta...
I like the Aatrox because you know you're going to be skirmishing, you're going to be fighting a lot early, and Fiora is not going to give you that same sort of power. This would be nuts.
Kidding me? He's Barrel's been Cho'Gath.
Barrel's been holding on to that LCK logo too long, Valdez.
He's been cooking too much. The whole house is burned down. I mean, this is very cool, though, because you were talking about the counter pick so much. Like, he could have gone into so many things. The Fiora, the Aatrox, they knew Kingen was going to play a tank. That can continue here onto the Rift for the first match of Saturday Showdown.
It's not really a winning play here, but it's so frustrating that you're trying to push it as hard as you can, and as a result, you lose Flash.
Take a look at this. The last time Cho'Gath played, it was a win of Rascal versus Kingen.
That's hilarious.
Two different teams.
2021, like I was talking about during that little mini Cho'Gath Scion meta.
It's back. That's the way it's going to go.
Like I said, Rascal's understanding of matchups, man, is why he is such an incredible top laner and why he gets so many solo kills and the micromanagement of this lane.
Oh, did you just caster curse him?
I may have. I may have.
Okay, he's going the other way. He did take a turret shot, and now he's going to get the ward down. Clit is like, well, what direction am I going to go, as now they have full vision? He's just going to TP out, as there is a cocoon available, so I guess he thought there was no ward in there. Unfortunate for him, as now he's still on the run, though. I mean, Rascal is still pretty tanky.
Zeka's coming.
This is taking about 7,000 years, as Zeka is going to ult over the wall, and they will eventually take down Rascal and give the kill to the Yone.
And nobody is here to catch the top wave, so this needs to be successful. Kingen can, of course, teleport top, but Rascal's getting plate gold here, and a lot of minions are being deleted, so if this fails, the cost is high.
All right, here we go. 4v3, as in comes the Scion. looking for the play under the turret, and the Scion is just tanking everything. A massive two-man knockup, and Viper is just free-hitting. Kingen should eventually go down. He's trying to get the lockdown, the takedown rather. He is not going to get it onto Beryl just yet, but he comes in zombie form. That is 2 kills now for Homalife as, Viper just took a massive turret shot there, unfortunate for him, as Kroko will at least be able to trade back the 1. This is showing us here that there was a trade in mid as well, but take a look. I mean, you get Rift Heralds, you're just going to concede bottom side, as Life is under a little bit of pressure here. Kroko's still around. They're trying to get this kill onto Life, and there it will be. Duck Dom, very nicely done, alongside of Beryl to just tank it up and get the free kill. So, yeah, I mean, they're just essentially trying to trade turrets, and it might just come down to who's going to get it first, as the Rift Herald should help out here a lot. As in comes Kingen, there are 5 members of Homalife Esports in the bottom lane at 10 minutes into the game. That's just where we live nowadays. There's 2 lanes at the moment. Are going very well for DRX. Kingen maybe going a little bit too deep. This turret getting pretty low, as knocked out of the chains of corruption. As the takeover does come through the turret, that's going to be 1 kill onto the Renata. Viper trying to zone them away, and he will be pretty successful. They don't even get the turret, though.
Yeah,
as it stays alive.
The question becomes, how does this gold get used, right? Because Kingen is much more self-sufficient than, you know, a lot of these champions that are on the other side of DRX here. Like, Rascal is going to love the extra gold.
Uh-oh. That's the knockup into ult. Fate in a lot of trouble, will be pushed away as Zeka almost got killed there by Rascal, as now we do have the Nature's Grasp. A nice knockback from Viper, but I don't think he's going to be able to save his support. No, just not going to happen. Look at the vision denial right now on the bottom side of the map here. 3 control wards from DRX to make this play happen. And he's probably just going to run at them. And let's see how this is going to go. Again, not level 11 just yet. Silence will miss. It's Viper. You mentioned the low range. We'll see if he can get a position. Has willied his way over to the Rift Herald. They're just going to kill the Renata Glask again. So they do get the support, and now Homalife just on the run as nice knock, or block rather, from Rascal to get in front of that Scion. And that will be a couple of kills over the side of DRX.
It's just too easy here, and the reaction time there is so quick on the punish there of Life, who wants to turn that fight with his ultimate.
Kroko is pretty deep, but he does have some support from Beryl. Doesn't look like Zeka really cares about that, as Kroko is just too low and too alone, as the rest of his team was just pushing mid.
You have poke that Scion doesn't have with his Cho'Gath. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Viper's solo range is not in position to really chip away at the front line, whereas Fate can.
Okay, they're trying to get in. They do break the crown with the Proto Belt. That's one way to break the crown of many. As, okay, there is a support battle on the right side, as Life unfortunately going to get bullied once again. The ult from Kingen is not great, and the soldiers are in position to try to zone away Homalife Esports. And they just say, you know what?
Flash needed to be used.
Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. No crown. Fate's like, well, I just got to ult him away. And take a look at the damage that he takes. I mean, now Fate is not in the lane. And uh-oh, has to flash the Whirling Death.
I was just about to say, at least he doesn't have to flash.
389 on the Draven stacks right now.
Do not want to
scary.
Do not want to be giving that one away. Well, that's a turret. It's taken a while here. Is it more?
He's just back into the lane. He's going to die now to Clid, I think. Just 1 Q will do it. He's going to repel in, and that's going to be the end of him. Clid goes extremely deep for that kill, but still very worth.
TP. Yeah. He's going to TP bottom side. This is going to be a 2-turret play here because they're chasing for Clid. Is he going to execute? No, but I mean, this is so much value.
Yeah, and now we're going to have these 2 tanks going head-to-head. You see that Scion is still down a couple of levels, but he's also incredibly tanky. He's just going to ult the front line, as there is the massive takeover kits, all of DRX, and Zeka gets a big ult into the back. Can't kill Beryl, though. Finally does. But that's just the support, as we do have no takedown for the Yone, so he will go down, but Viper finds an angle here on the front line with this Scion. The Cho'Gath going very deep, trying to get that kill onto the Yone, and does.
As, I mean, this is slow health bars here, but there's just no damage outside of this Varus who could try to chip away. Kingen holding the door.
Yeah, and yeah, lethality's not going to be great here against the Scion, as they do get the TP. Baron, as here's TP. Okay, so Kingen will finally go down. The rest of the team is just trying to get in position to back here, as Kingen is just chipping away at the front line.
Empowered recall maybe saves you.
Yeah, I think Life is not getting out, but oh, Viper going to stay. as he is not able to quite get it back. And he's just going to run down the lane, just try to run as far away as he can.
I mean, these are a lot of these critical Baron buffs deleted here.
He actually cleansed.
He did.
Oh, that was cute.
Hopeful at best. That's a shutdown of 300 gold onto this Draven too. Poke needs to hit here from Duckdom and just not closing the gap.
There's the Elder going to line up for it. That is going to be the smite away by Krako. As Kingen puts his body in front, they're not able to get through the Scion, but it's also not a clean engage, so both teams kind of just back away from this one. One way to do it, I suppose, when you have so much AP damage is, you know, Fate. He goes a little bit more survivable, a little bit more head-on AP, and the Maokai goes for the Leandries and the Demonic Embrace. But here we go. They are trying to get on top of Zeka here, who is pretty much all alone. He is going to get back to his Unbound Soul. Look at Rascal just putting his body in front of 3 people. They can't kill the Cho'Gath.
Never gonna happen, never gonna happen. He stops 3, they turn onto the Yone, and Zeka is dead here. Great macro from DRX, don't know what else to tell you guys. It's surprising I'm saying those words out loud based on what we've seen so far this season. Is gonna be the flanker TP from Zeka. He's got ult, one last chance.
Here's an opportunity. The Scion ult goes into the Cho'Gath as flash ult from Life pretty early. The ult hit from Zeka misses everybody. There's no damage in the trade. Maybe scrapes the Cho'Gath. I guess DRX are just going to walk in with the Baron and end the game.
Easy peasy, I guess is how it goes here for DRX. You pick Zeka a few times, you've got control over the Drakes. Better tank wins the R5 Cho'Gath, the hero of the day. What a weird game we watched.
Let's see, I mean, Viper, he has to flash the Q. Oh, man. It's not feeling good for him as now Maokai ultimate comes through. He is going to cleanse. He's like, please let me do damage in this game. I would love to. As Kingen is going to frontline a little bit. Viper is going off on the left side as Kingen moves forward, tries to get an engage here. There's the grasp, and Rascal is just unkillable. He's still alive here, and Viper not going to get the shutdown. That is the stopwatch value.
There you
Kills
go.
the Draven. As, okay, some damage being taken away. Duckdom is going to go down, and DRX, can they end? I mean, Zeka's still here. He's incredibly low, but he will be able to take down the Maokai.
And this is with Elder spawning in 35 seconds, Valdez.
They're able to barely hold on, and they're going to get this Elder. There's no Krako in position. Clid, all he needs to do is stay alive. That's all he's got to do. He's going to repel. He's going to get into the back of the pit. Look at Rascal. He's like, I need to kill the spider, but I can't. And the spike comes down. He wins against the feast. Rascal is not able to feast it away. And the Elder is trying to burn down the Cho'Gath. They can't kill Rascal. He's still in the pit, even with the burn. As Viper is desperate to take him down. He finally will. But he survived for so long. Krako going way too deep. They still have Elder Drake, and here they go.
The mid inhibitor did go down. I guess I was wrong about that. They're trying to actually make this a base rate and stop those backs. Viper can't back here. They have those minions pushing bottom side.
They can't fight him, though.
They can't. But they're still going to buy a ton of time. This Elder buff
can't push through Scion.
This Elder buff might not be that impactful. They could use these minions to at least buy time. I mean, if he gets on that Nexus.
Just run it. Yeah, okay, he's going to get there. Viper comes over, and the burn comes in. Even one auto is enough. There's so many super minions attacking Viper.
Carol can Q over the wall, etc. They're just going to push to end it.
What is
caught out?
They don't have any turrets.
They're caught out here. They cannot back.
Zeka's going to have to unbound. I think this is it. Viper's coming back, though. Does he still have Elder? He does, but they're just diving on him, and he's dead. And down will go the Nexus. That is the end of the game. DRX will not have any of your Baron shenanigans, and they will take game number 1. It's not even cheesy, right? I mean, it's just a great pick. So that's the power of Red Side, and Rascal makes it work, and the rest of the team as well.
Can be vulnerable, though, to this Renekton in the early stages of the game, especially because I don't think DRX are intending on playing too hard around bottom side with this early pre-6 Wukong with a Zeri Soraka lane. So a fairly greedy pick, I'd say, for Kingen and for Clid here with the Viego and the Gnar. A lot of risk in this draft, but the bottom side of the map, you feel confident. You feel great about Zeka playing Akali into Azir.
Let's see how it goes down on the Rift for game 2.
And Soraka can eliminate turrets pretty successfully. A lot of other supports do struggle. Like turrets can block. Okay, Meryl.
I mean, he's gonna actually heal to get in position and try to win this level 1.
This is the barrel thing, right? It's the dichotomy of barrel. He either wins these or he loses these, right? In this case, trading a heal for a flash, you absolutely take it. Pushes forward aggressively using his autos here very nicely.
Also, you know, Life's just really aggressively trying to set up position in this lane and trying to win this this level 1 trade. It's so important in the bottom lane nowadays to win level 1 and level 2, but especially with the Heimerdinger wanting to try to grab control very early on, and they are not quite able to do that.
Well, at least not at the outset here, as Barrel's trading aggressively. He does have Ares, who's trying to proc that repeatedly, but these are not necessarily trades you want.
That's going to be the Shroud down now.
He's got Flash. We don't know.
Nope. Hello. And now Rascal in position as Zeka is going in. He's looking for the kill onto Fate. Fate is like, oh man, I went too far forward. And Zeka might just go down here to Rascal, yes, but first blood given to the Akali that was getting 3v1 ganks.
Zeka just sees blood in the water, man. He reacts so quickly there, and he's like, no, I actually win this if you're alone, and your jungler's on the wrong side of the map. I could actually outspeed this Renekton and kill you, because he realized, okay, I die here if I don't play this like this. And like, I probably still die, right? But I can at least take this Azir with me. A really great play. Rascal now stuck in this lane. We have a lane swap.
Some minions here. Rascal's trying to threaten, but Meganar coming up, so he's just going to back away after taking a little bit of a beating. Went for, okay, speaking of going for it, in goes Zeka, as he is not going to be able to avoid the Emperor's Divide. He's not quite able to overlay enough damage to put Fate in a kill range. Barrel is extremely low. They bait this one in as Barrel will die. Probably not part of the plan, but this could be turned around as Kroko is here. He is going to Cyclone onto Viper. Tons of damage already as he gets onto life. That will be the 1 kill, although Viper is doing a good job of trading this one back. Kroko tries to trade it himself, but he's on top of Viper, and Viper will just take him down.
This is real.
Oh! The cleanse, 6, and the arrow. He will be forced to flash.
6 hits, and he's able to get a flash and a cleanse.
Viper just dunking on them.
Life stays in the brush, and he sacrificed himself, and oh no.
What is going on
arrow.
here?
Man.
He flashes. Okay, he is going to survive. He has a corrupting pot. Look at his face. He is not phased at all. He has done this so many times.
And, I mean, he's going to proc it so easily across the entire team with these turrets. We've seen a little bit of Leandri's, mostly Rylai's, but this is one of the first times we've seen the Morel Nomicon early.
DRX, you can't fight this.
No,
why are they even posturing for this? This is a free kill onto Kroko. Very nice chains, as Fate will go down as well. It's a couple of kills into the pocket of Hamalife as they're sitting comfortable on their throne of 5,000 gold.
But you give Duckdom this Zeri against a Varus Heimer, and everything falls apart.
Oh, Rascal, he's angry. He wants to kill onto Zeka. He calls his bluff. And he might just be able to tick him down with the dominance. He's so close, and he will get it. Rascal with yet another solo kill to add to his belt.
Big shutdown gold going into his pocket. Over here on the bottom side of the map, Kroko and Clid procking Conquerors. This is just free food despite the pick, as Barrel thinks otherwise.
Yeah, Barrel's about to steal the dragon. And his presence, I mean, it is a 4v3 because Zeka's dead and he doesn't have TP. So this is actually a good call from DRX to try to fight this one. As Barrel, he is the bait. That is his job. He will die, and it's taken here by the side of Kroko. So another dead Soraka, but at least they stopped the Mountain Soul from happening.
Rift Baron, there you go.
Yep.
Thanks, Valdos. Always,
same thing, yeah.
Always making me look good. There's just no vision here for DRX, and they're trying to group these chokes. There's an Akali chasing
change on a Duckdom. He's just dead as in goes Clid, just going to assassinate him. Still is able to take it down. Clid, though, will be taken out by the Renekton, which is pretty large, but fortunately Rascal and Kroko pretty zoned away as Rascal just going to run down the lane and die to Viper. Unfortunate for him. Probably wanted to die to Kingen or get executed as Kroko. Very cheeky. And he's pretty fast. He's got a blast plan, too, so he will get out. Well,
Zeka's here, zoning Barrel out.
Okay, this is ridiculous. He's gonna die, right? Like, is Zeka gonna kill him? I don't know. Like, this is pretty close as the ult does come through, and Zeka now is looking for the kill onto Barrel, who unfortunately puts his body in the way as well.
That's Baron at 20.
Yeah, soul points will go to Hamalife Esports. I mean, Kroko could try to steal it. He might look for it. He does not have vision, but he is trying to get over there as he is in the pit. He's almost able to steal that away. But he is now dead. So, nice try. I mean, I guess you got to take risks when it's this kind of game. We're 22 minutes in, and Life Esports are just kind of rolling over them. Now a stopwatch and Shadow Flame finished for Zeka. So if anyone sees Akali, you're probably dead.
It's probably too late.
Yeah, exactly. If you can see the eyes of the beast, you're already dead. So
it's 4-1 this. Duckdown, where are you going?
Well, he sees the eyes of the beast, says that is a nice knockup, and now he's dead. Yeah, it was too late. Already saw Zeka. Zeka not able to pick up the Penta, unfortunate. This game is over, guys, is what I wanted to say. As with the Baron buff, Life Esports might just win in 23 minutes.
I mean, DRX with two really weird plays here without vision, trying to set up for a surprise Zeri. The Zeri was the one who's caught. That's the game over here. We're going to a third one, Valdez.
Ooh, nice ult from King In. Very clean stuff. Just the cherry on top. The icing on the cake. Life Esports say game 1 was a fluke. Red side is OP. They're going to have to play on blue side for game 3 because I think 100% of the time DRX pick red.
Counter pick because you were trying to hide a Soraka.
Yeah.
And this draft is creative. It's interesting.
But I don't want to see it again.
But it's wrong, Valdez. It's not correct.
It's wrong. Yeah. It was a bit of a draft issue.
For Rascal, try to dominate that lane, get Prio in mid.
Yeah.
And then just control mid-game with the Jace and Aatrox's power. You have great range damage and poke later on. Both of these drafts feel fantastic. I think in a lot of ways, Life got everything they wanted here. They have that strong laning phase with Viper's Draven. They get a kill early from a mistake from Beryl. You get that cash in, and that's something we don't normally talk about. It's like, what if somebody makes a mistake? What if you get that gold early?
This time, he might be in control as we jump out of the rift for game number 3. Average mode Fate, and sometimes, we watch some of the Azir games, he doesn't feel super impactful, and then sometimes he has perfect KDA on a Sylas, right? So I think maybe the more proactive picks look better for him, even though he's not necessarily, doesn't always look like that kind of player, as here he goes already into Elise's jungle.
Yep,
not an easy thing to do, but when Kassadin is in the game. Rascal's in trouble, though. This wave is huge, and this is level 3 Elise. She had to take the Wolves to get it, but it's still level 3 as Rascal is trying. Nice flash, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Clid has the aggro. He's got Repel. Very textbook. Gank on the top side. Rascal saw it coming. Couldn't do anything about it.
And they had the information with the wards and obviously the spot there from Fate that this was going to be the pathing of Elise. And still, Croco decided to go bottom side here, grabs bottom scuttle. Doesn't want to interact with the Elise top side, it looks like. And is going to look for a gank here, but
flash from Croco. Will it happen?
And, this is reminiscent of the Life versus T1 series.
Clid in position. This should be pretty elementary. That is the cocoon and the silence. And Life says, thank you very much. I will take that kill.
Unfortunate that Viper's not able to cash it in here, but still, grab that kill, secure it as best as you can. No way this works, right?
Rolling Death actually nearly able to take out Beryl. And not quite able to take out the Rift Herald, but Beryl is quite low. I thought maybe they would try to get aggressive onto Beryl, but he's got Flash.
Okay, they're looking for a fight here, though, with Clid.
Yeah, Orenhorn comes through. They have nothing to interrupt it. That's one knockup and one flash that they get out of this. And even the ultimate here out of Croco as Fate not in a great position. Life with the Soraka gank. As the Silencer going to delay the flash of Fate. Can he get out? Will he survive the damage of this Kassadin? It's so close, but Zeka will pick up the kill. He had no damage with just Tear and Catalyst, but it is enough.
And so yes, he will be stronger later, but so will Zeka in a much bigger way. Uh-oh.
Rolling Death? No! Life takes it again!
Life #1 kill stealer, man. Look at that grin.
What's going on?
#1 kill stealer.
First time I get it, you don't want Beryl to flash. Beryl's flashless and cocooned. I mean, he didn't do it on purpose, right? But oh no.
And Hanwha, they want this advantage. They have an Orenhorn, and they want to use it. This is a great team fighting comp if they can get Zeka, or rather Viper, the gap closer.
Lid's trying to get in there, but the knockups are good. It is not stolen away as a stun goes on to King.
There's the cash in.
And there's the cash in. We finally do get it, and no eye will be kept here for the side of DRX. So a couple of kills, no Herald as DRX desperate to try to get something outside of a couple of Drakes. And instead they lose a couple more lives.
Dr. Tom has to be the hero of this game. If there's any chance of DRX winning it, and those chances seem to be diminishing at a very rapid pace, an exponential pace. 11:32.
League of Draven.
And then wait for that Kingen engage.
Yeah, as long as the poke is hitting, it's going to be a good spot here for DRX, but Kingen is trying to pull the trigger, and he does, as the Maokai ultimate is actually huge. It zones everybody away for so long, and now Kingen a bit left alone, and he's not going to get out of this one. You see some low health bars on the side of Hamo Life Esports, and they say, well, I guess we can't really get on top of the streak.
Yeah, doesn't like they're going to be able to contest it. Could try to go for the steal here, but this is a 3-stack. He's thinking about it. Don't advise. Do not advise. Okay, he doesn't go. But
not only the obvious Jason Ezreal, but Heimer and Maokai. And not to mention your top lane will also
Beryl,
as Beryl's dead. You know, we've seen this before. I'm not too surprised. Rascal is going in here, you know, a little bit of a 2-on-2. Doing a bit of damage here to Kingen, trying to prove that this Aatrox will eventually work.
That's a rough one. Really unfortunate. He's going to find someone.
Okay, that's going to be Life just left alone, and he will be rooted up by the Nature's Grasp. Even throws out the Wish. That's not enough. And, well, Zeka is Kassadin, so he will get away, even though he tried valiantly to help out his brother.
Squishy Enchanter supports punished on the Rift Valves.
So they're trying to pick off Rascal here right before this goes. This Infernal Drake fight happens. They've got 30 seconds, a lot of damage already from the Kassadin here onto Rascal. Maokai ultimate used.
Now DRX have a lot.
Stop them in their tracks.
They have a lot of prio on the Drake now, but it's very short-lived. Like the Drake hasn't spawned. It's not spawning for 15 seconds, so you don't get that much out of this attempted collapse there. The TP is committed from Fate. Croco, no ultimate here. HLE should feel amazing about this exchange.
See how it goes. Australia is in, and they are trying to just dunk on top of Rascal, but he will flash away. Clayton in a rough spot, but a big knockup from Kingen. Immediately a kill does come out from Fate, and finally Zeka pulls the trigger, but it's a little bit too late in this fight. They've already lost their front line, and Zeka will go down as Duckdom just shreds them at the end of this fight.
He's just caught by that teleport there, and even with Kingen having a big ultimate there, there's no follow-up damage. Viper's range, again, is somewhat of an issue here, and Duckdom is doing a ton of it. And DRX gonna take Infernal Soul here, 23-30.
Wow.
And I gotta say, this game is very quickly kind of snowballing away from HLE. Rod of Age is not done yet. It's looking very good for DRX right now. HLE will grab with King in this bottom turret, but Clid? Question mark?
Well, Soraka is coming up here with the Kassadin. He's buying a lot of time, but he's going north. So, okay. Well, he's just going to essentially give that one away. You see his reaction to the cam. He is not happy.
His stopwatch is broken for this too, and there's no play. Kingen...
Hamo Life Esports giving themselves a chance to get into the pit now.
DRX having Fate on this flank angle, looking for Clid!
Oh, God, he's so low.
There's a Maokai.
Oh, they're getting out of the backline, though. Duckdom in a little bit of trouble. Zeka goes forward. He's going to get knocked up. There's that Gnaw. It's going to help him. A massive knockup from Kingen, trying to zone them away, but everybody jumps in, and it's a steal from Clid. They get the Elder, and we see Viper now has the front line, and he has targets to acquire because everybody jumps into the pit, and they can't get the Elder Drake. Zeka now frontlining. He's able to do it for his team, and Viper will just try to run them down, and he will get the execute here onto Croco. As Rascal will be forced to flash, but he's barely staying alive.
So many structures up here still. We're very late into the game, 32 minutes here nearly.
But yeah, I mean,
especially with Elder buff, but maybe he can get something done.
If he can he can only take a couple of hits from the Draven, so.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of this, Marin. Nice try, Duckdom. That last fight was insane because if Clid does not...
Oh, they're waiting for Clid to come over just to make sure as, okay, there's the smite. It's okay. The Whirling Death was, they're not able to get through. Clid is going in, he gets the Flash Cocoon, he's gonna lock up Fate, as Fate eventually will go down. They leave him alive there for just a second, but it does not matter. Ezreal ult.
Duckdom has to carry this fight somehow if they're gonna have any chance of surviving. Hamo Life know there's a possibility of losing this one even with the Jace down. All that extra Ezreal poke damage is too much. They're going to just back away, try to get more structures off of the map to hit that poke because they need it before the fight starts. If anyone gets picked,
they have to hit it, right? They have to get something done. The Maokai ultimate has to be used to try to save Fate, but he is all alone, and one shot by Viper, essentially. Down goes the Heimer. This game is over. They're able to hit the spike, and they are able to now just dive directly into the team.
Hello!
Yep, that's an Norm behind them, and now they've got Wish and Kassadin and a Draven right in front of them. Now Viper is a little bit out of position, but it doesn't matter because Zeka is here. He's going 1v5. He's just trying to take them all down. He still has Zhonya's, so that's totally fine, as he will actually get sniped there by Duckdom.
TP coming through here.
Here we go again.
Barrel.
That time it's going to be Beryl, as he does get taken out by Clid, and that is right before the Elder Drake fight, the second one of this game.
Now, even with the support down here with no turrets, I mean, Beryl was struggling to get in there to set those turrets up. That's why he died. There's still a lot of poke.
This is Kingin. I mean, he's really tanky. You're not going to be able to get through him. He has Stone Plate as they throw everything into an Ornn and maybe a moment of tilt. 4v5 not going to happen. This should be Humble Life Esports game, as they are able to take a massive Elder Drake fight. Clid is able to hit the smite, and now they should be able to push and end this one.
They didn't play it slow. They didn't use their poke. They're trying to use everything on the Ornn and try to burst him down. Well, as you say, he has Stone Plate.
Well,
and he catches. Doesn't matter, I think, ultimately. But Rascal just going to watch the fireworks.
Yeah. Down it goes. That's the Nexus. Zeka very much happy with the way that this game did, and not punished for his Kassadin, and not punished in the game either.
The pressure is off. You won it, but you know there's going to be a lot of conversation in watching tape of this game and this series and some of the drafting we did see. That was, I think, very face-up, and Han was stuck to the plan. They stuck to their identity. DRX had good ideas to punish. I like the R5 Renekton here for Rascal.